was wondering if there were other activities or like other skills that you acquired, explored, either in high school or college, that sort of like helped you as an applicant, as a medical student.
Absolutely, that's a good question. And so just so I make sure I'm understanding your question, you're asking me what were some things that helped build kind of those skill sets necessary to be a not just qualifying but an exceptional candidate for medical school. Is that correct? Okay. So there were a lot of things that I did. I think that some were extracurricular and some were just life experiences that I had. So for example, I lived on my own for a while. And so living on my own and having to work through college, that built the ability to do well with time management, task management. And so I think that those are things that are really, really, really important in order to be successful in a pre-med curriculum as well as in medical school. I think that some extracurricular activities that I did that were really helpful were I was involved with InterVarsity Christian Fellowship, which is more dealing with my faith, which they like to see, not just your involvement in any faith extracurricular activities, but anything that you're interested in, because they want to see that you are a functioning human being, not just a robot that looks at books all day and gets A's on exams. Because, would you want to go to a physician that just is like, yes, this is what you have, this is what you need to do? But someone who's going to be compassionate, someone who's really going to want to know who you are and help you, with whatever medical needs that you may have. So back to, the specifics that I did in working. I worked for Apple for about 8 years throughout college and graduate studies. And that was really helpful to me because, as you know, technology is really a booming field, and technology is being used in medicine as well. And so that gave me an upper hand as well, being able to speak to technology and how it relates to medicine. But also, too, that customer service experience really was a help because if you've ever been to an Apple store, I would say that they have some of the best customer service that you can experience in retail. And just having that kind of training was really beneficial for me because it helped me to be able to connect well with other people. It helped me to be able to communicate well with other people, which are key things in being a physician. And if you can show that on your application, not that you work for Apple, of course, but that you have that ability to connect well with people, that you were involved with teamwork activities, that you did things that you were passionate about, I think that that's what's really, really important. A lot of people fall into the trap of trying to just do research just to get into medical school, right? Or only doing things surrounding medicine. And that's just not realistic. That's shortchanging yourself because you want to do what's interesting to you. And as a pre-med or as a med school applicant or as a med student or physician, you have other interests outside of medicine. Just because you are a pre-med student, med student, or a physician doesn't mean that this is all that you do. Your life is multifaceted, it's complex, and you are involved in other things that you value. And so I would say when you get to that step of college, one, you don't have to study biology, chemistry, or physics. You could study whatever it is that you want. All you have to do is take the pre-med requirements. So find out what you want to study. Find out what you're interested in. Get involved in many activities, any extracurricular activities that you find interesting. Chess club, join a chess club. If it's a choir, join a choir, whatever you're interested in, because that shows that you are a functioning human being who has the ability to connect well with other people, and who has interests outside of medicine, which is really,